This daf Yom Yerushalmi, the article Oz V'Adeshin, we're on daf Lamed Tes Amud Alf. The second line, Rabbi Zira Shama Lamin Hacha, which in the Vilna is on Chav Gimel Amud Beis. The sixth wide line. Rabbi Zira Shama Lamin Hacha. And the Gemara is going back and bringing us a reason why, or the derivation for why you can't be mezakeh to somebody else through your evet or shivcha k'nainis. Can't be mezakeh either by your son or daughter who are minors. Abdo b'shivchasa k'nanim, nor through your evet or shivcha who are k'nanim. Mibnei, it should be not she'ein yodon ki yodo, but mibnei she'yodon ki yodo. That's Vasil, Pnei Moshe, and Yerushalmi, and Erevin. All change that. So the idea is clearly that the evet can't be zoicha from his master. Somebody else there. It's talking about shitufei mavos. They can't be mezakeh shitufei mavos. The eruv for the equivalent of eruv chatzer chatzer is shitufei mavos for the mavli. You can't do mezakeh that for the eruv it's bread for the shituf it's other substances. Can't do throughout the shivcha knanim neshiach yodo. Leisa da amara. This does not tell us that the she'ein evet mezaicha mirabel acher. Evet cannot be zocha from his master to somebody else. So no, not necessarily. The Patagay Meir. It could be that this is going to be a Meir. Remember what's a kedushin. First paragraph, third Mishnah. The Evet Knani can only exit the reshus of his adon by somebody else paying money on his behalf. But he can't pay money on his behalf because whatever money he has is automatically his master's money. But Rabbanan, who say that, argue on Meir, and say that you Evet can exit by paying his own purchase price, hold that the Evet has a kinyan, has independent monetary jurisdiction separate from his master. So then, if that's the case, they could also be masaka to others. So the Patagay Meir, the Meir of it yada Evet yad rabo, and not necessarily Rabbanan. So the Gemara says, wait, they can't say the Mishnah if it's going to Meir, but Tani Yishto. It says you mezakeh the eruv to other people through your wife, and Meir holds that yad yishuk baila, therefore you couldn't be mezakeh by through your wife. Meir said yad yishuk baila, so it can't be going to Meir. Reichina b'Hashem Pinchas tipater kadein Tanya. So he said that there actually is machlokes in Rabbi Meir if yad yishuk baila. The tiny ishto ain't a putting on Ma'aser Sheni. His wife can't redeem Ma'aser Sheni for him without paying a chomesh because that ishto can't buy law. That's the one opinion. Rabbi Shimon Loza, maybe Shurei Meir, ishto putting on Ma'aser Sheni. He can redeem Ma'aser Sheni for her husband without paying chomesh. So you see, she has a separate jurisdiction. For Hadein Tanya. That Mishnah in Erevin holds to Shimon Lazar Kohen Meir that Yad Evekir Yad Rabo, and therefore you can't do Zaka by after Shivchas Knanim, but Yad Ishas Yad Bailo, but Yad Ishas not Yad Bailo, and therefore you can Zaka Eruv through your wife. So as he says, but again, Rechina. Chanei b'Shem Pinchas better the entire time Ishto ain't a play to Ma'aser Sheni. B'Shem doesn't mention Meir. Ishto play to Ma'aser Sheni, but the entire Meir of Yada Evet Yad Rabo. The Brisa and Erevin, the Mishnah in Erevin holds that Yad Evet is Yad Rabo. Therefore, you can't be mezakeh through an Evet. At the same time, below Yada Isha Yad Baila. The Yad of an Isha is not like the Yad of a Baila, and therefore you can be mezakeh. Just like women can be put in Ma'aser Sheni for her husband without paying chomesh, so too she can be zoicha and an eruv on behalf of somebody else. It's not considered to be the same jurisdiction as the husband. So I mentioned, in fact, in Erevin can be going to Meir and Rabbi Zira's raya from there that Yad Evet Yad Rabo, even by Rabbanan, not a raya, because according to Meir, even according to Meir, there's a shita in Rabbi Meir that differentiates between Yad Evet Yad Rabo and Yad Yishuk Yad Bailo. Okay. The next Gemara, was there a header here in the article? Just a second. Yes, there is a header in the article. Let's go back on the Mishnah. That he doesn't have money, so to give his friend, he can says here to his friend, here's this fruit. I'll give you the Ma'aser Sheni fruit, and then I'm going to redeem it on the money which I have at home. So the Gemara says, Barishayna, how you think of it most? Each person was zakeh the money to be put the Ma'aser Sheni to his friend to redeem the Ma'aser Sheni on his behalf. And since of course the money was given as absolute gift, so then the Mekabel will not pay a chemish. But evidently at some point there became a lot of cheaters. And they took the money and said, sure, I'm going to put your Ma'aser Sheni. And then they nothing was embarking. They would take the money and run away. He's going to show with payros. So he said, okay, you know what, let's switch around. So it'll be Mezaka the payros to the other person, and the original owner uses Ma'aser Sheni, his money to be put in the Ma'aser Sheni, payros the other guy's hands. No good. So the person to the fruit was given would take the fruit and he would eat the fruit. His kinushim zakulo echad me'asar lekarka. So then they made a takana that he should rent to him the place where the fruit was and be makne that's a kinyan agav, right? And be makne rent them and be makne agav karka, the fruit to the recipient, but he wouldn't actually deliver the fruit to him. It would remain in the owner's house. So the Ramoim, as the Baz puts it, would not be that brazen to come take the house the fruit which they had acquired through the kinyan agav of the property from that property from inside the Mizaka's house and run away with it. So again, you should be makneh him the 1/10, meaning the place of the Ma'aser Sheni, 1/10 of his fruit, which is the Ma'aser Sheni, by kinyan agav. Rabbi Ina Bar Sisi Sloa Gabi Rabbi Yona. Rabbi Ina Bar Sisi went to ask Rabbi Yona. Amar Lei. So Rabbi Ina said to Rabbi Yossi, Efrok Lok Bar Chada Sila. Efrok Lok Chada Sila. Redeem my Ma'aser Sheni with the seller. And he gave him a seller. Amar said, "Iboy minas naisa." So then Rabbi Yonah said, after Rabbi he was redeeming the money with the seller, he said, if you wanted to take it back, take it back. But nastamine, and Chazim nastamine, he took it back from him. Rabbi Yonah said, "Kad shoris daite." When I heard that when I reckoned, when I estimated his das, nasta, that if I took it, then he would not have protested. That's why I was able to give it back. In other words, I knew that he gave it to me as Matana Gemura. That's the only reason I give it back to him. It's like, of course, the Meister based Choron in the Dorim, of course, where a guy was Mudar Hanoah from his father, wanted to invite his father to a wedding feast, and he was makna the feast to his friend. And his friend said, if I'm Zeicha in this food, and I'm makna Tashamayim, and the person who gave him the food said, no, I wasn't giving it to you for that purpose, giving it to you in order that you should allow my father to come eat as if it's your fruit and not my fruit. And the Gemara says that any matana which is not the mikdusha mikudem mukdeshes, that if you make it hektish, that it's a hektish, it's not about gift. And he said that it would not be a valid loophole to allow the father to eat from the food. So it's a similar idea. He's saying now only because I reckoned I was able to shots him up, as we say, reckon that he would have allowed me to keep it. That's why I allowed him to take it back. Otherwise, the whole thing would have been a sham. Halacha Dalet. Moshe made a Maisa B'Sela. So we learned in the first parak, you can't sell Maisa Sheni. That's only if you want to sell it. That should make Kaddish, and the buyer will take it to Yerushalmi. But you can sell Maisa Sheni in order that it should be redeemed on the purchase price. The money will get Kedushas Maisa, and the fruit will be will go out l'chulin. When you are Moshech Peros Maisa Sheni from your friend and they're worth a selah, in order to acquire them, and the money should be nitfas Kedushas Maisa Sheni. If what happens if now the price goes up and there were two slain, so it doesn't matter. Because Moshe made a Maisa B'Sela, v'lo speak if Toysa wasn't able to redeem it Acham B'Shtayim until it became worth two. No sin lo Sela, so you still only give the Lokech gives the Mocher a Sela because he acquired them by Mashiach in order to pay him a Sela. Umistaker Sela, and he's able to keep that Sela, the additional Sela, because he did Mashiach. But of course, Maisa Sheni Shlo, it's the Maisa Sheni belongs to him, and he has to give the additional Sela now in order to actually fully redeem it. So it is his. He acquired the Maisa Sheni for the initial Sela because he did Mashiach, but he still has to redeem it and give another Sela for that purpose. Moshe and Maisa, what about the opposite? Moshe and Maisa B'Shtayim. You did Mashiach when Maisa was two. Felicity Dos Acham said wasn't able to redeem until now it's only a Sela. No saying low Sela Michulav. So in this case, you can give a Sela. You give a Sela from your Chulin, because that's what's required in order to be played in the Maisa Sheni. But that's its worth now today. The Sela Shemaisa Sheni Shlo, and the second Sela you can give from the Lokech give from his own most Maisa Sheni. It's not going to be paying back his obligation with Maisa Sheni, because the beginning of the Kinyan, the Mocher had to eat two Sloim Kedushas Maisa Sheni B'Yerushalayim, and now he still has to have two. One was one there was Marbiach, one there was Tzachon, but the second one it's the same status. He has to eat it in Yerushalayim, just like he would have had to eat his original Maisa Sheni value in Yerushalayim. What about the seller is in Amaretz? So the halacha is that you can't give the Maisa Sheni Shel Vadai to Amaretz. So therefore, you can't give him that Maisa Sheni money for the second seller. What you can give him is no saying low. It says midama. It's supposed to be midmai. The other version is Mishnayos. Give him the because seller Maisa Sheni Shel Demai. You can't give him Amaretz. Hapaida Maisa Sheni v'lo korashem. If somebody set aside money to redeem Maisa Sheni, and he didn't say this money is to set for the purpose of paying Maisa Sheni. Rabbi Yossi Omer Dayo. It says that allocating money corresponding to the fruit of Maisa Sheni is sufficient. You don't have to specify. And the fruit goes out to Chulin, and the money gets a Kedusha of Maisa Sheni. You don't have to fire argues. He says you have to specify this is Pidyon Maisa Sheni. Similar issue. A person was speaking to a woman concerning her divorce and her marriage. This is also true about it. You're giving a get. You're going to give a get or kiddushin. V'lo piresh. You didn't specify that this is a get or kiddushin. Rabbi Yossi says it's sufficient. Because they were asukim boso inyan, as we say, they're involved in that matter. That's as if he says specified that he's giving the get or kiddushin. That's in lieu of the amira. Rabbi Yossi Dayo, and Rabbi Yehuda says he has to be explicit. Okay, the just to start the Gemara, even though it's on the next one, but Masnis and Lo Reb Shimon Gamliel. That's in a Mishnah that in terms of Kiyam Maisa Sheni, it's true that the Mashiach makes the transaction effective. But nevertheless, if the fruit goes up in value before you give the money for the pidyon, you have to redeem it like the price today, not like its price at the time of the Mashiach. That's not like Rosh Gamliel holds into Sefta of Ma'aser Sheni Perek Dal Bryce Yutzai. It also turns to the pidyon Ma'aser Sheni. You determine the price of the pidyon as it was at the time of the Shicha. So if you did Mashiach at the time it was a seller, even though you do not do the actual delivery of the money until it was worth two, you only give a seller and all the Ma'aser Sheni is redeemed on the seller. And vice versa. If you're Moshe the Meiser when it's two, and you didn't redeem it until the fruit went down, now it's only worth the seller, you still have to give two slime. The time the Shecham Meiser Sheni determines the value of its pidyon. And that brings us, of course, as I said, already to Daf Mem Amud Aleph, and first two dots in Mem Aleph. So we'll stop here for today.